One group that often gets talked about when we look at the 1920s is women, in particular, the flappers. The flappers are often viewed as a symbol of the 1920s. Women got the right to vote in 1919. Well, some women got the right to vote in 1919, especially mostly white women because of the Jim Crow laws in the South. And the flappers were seen as liberated women. They were rejecting traditional gender norms. They were wearing slinky outfits. They were showing off their knees. They bobbed their hair. They broke traditional gender norms. They would go out drinking and gambling, and they would kiss boys on purpose in the daylight. They garnered a lot of attention, especially from those advertisers, right? The ads loved putting flappers in their advertisements because they were young and alluring, and they thought the guys would buy the stuff if the flappers were on the picture. Most women, though, were still stuck in what we'd call today the cult of domesticity. That's a term historians use for this time period where there was a belief that women could only be happy if they were full-time wives and mothers. Even women that went out and got a college degree tended not to get any sort of job. They were seen as going to college simply to find a husband. So this cult of domesticity was something that the feminist movement after World War II is going to fight against. So this full-time wives and mothers, they were participating in the consumer culture as well. They were buying new appliances, things like vacuum cleaners and electric irons and washing machines. And it was supposed to make life easier, and it was supposed to save them labor time. It did not. What ended up happening was the rich folk, they bought the appliances and kept their middle class, kept their help, right? The maids and the laundresses and such. So it didn't really impact them at all. And poor people couldn't afford the new appliances, so they just kept having to do all the work anyways. Those middle class, mostly white women, were buying the new appliances, and then whereas they had previously hired help to come in and help them with their chores, now they were expected to do it all on their own, so the help got fired, which makes it harder for those poor minority women to get through their days.